Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Good day, my audience. This is another episode of Dealing with In-Laws. Dealing with In-Laws, episode 2. Our topic is Dealing with In-Laws, episode 2. I told you the other day, do you really want to deal with your in-laws so that they leave you alone? They will not trouble you anymore. We have done the first episode. This is the second episode. How do you deal with your in-laws? How do you make them leave you alone? You're so bothered. They're disturbing you too much, right? Now, let's go. Now, the topic is one of the steps. This is the second step now. The second step to dealing with your in-laws is to do away with that non-apologetic syndrome you have. Yes, are you surprised? I know. It happens to everyone once in a while. But only if you're conscious of it and you know about it and you think about it and you know you have that syndrome, that is only and only when you'll be able to work on it. Some of us have this syndrome unknown to us, that of no one correcting us. It's something we do unconsciously, but it exists. Someone talked to you, oh, you did so thing. This is what? No, that's not the answer. This is why I did it, because no, it's wrong. Please. It's wrong, my sister. If you want to live in that house, because even if they build another house, they put you there, they will still come around to visit you. And then when they see you go wrong, they are not worthy enough to tell you you do wrong. It's a very wrong attitude. Some of us learn them from our home, getting very angry and become a narcissist anytime we are corrected in our home from our parent house. Now we are in another house, another people's house entirely, who are not even related to us before, who did not grow from the same background with us, and we are finding life entirely difficult because we never knew we had that syndrome. It's a very common syndrome. So it is only when you know you're wrong, you're able to apologize. And that apology will now come from deep down your heart without making any trouble whatsoever out of it. My wife, this food, this is not how we do it here. They will not appreciate what I did now. It is because it's just this little mistake. That little mistake is a mistake. Oh, I am sorry. I will learn on how to do it better next time. And do it from deep down your heart and learn to do it better next time. Be conscious while you're cooking. If in your house you take a lot of salt, probably in this house now they don't take much salt. You have to learn their taste if you want to really, really live with them. It is not the entire family now that will now come and learn your tastes. It is not your husband that should learn your taste. You should learn your husband's taste. My wife, why did you do so thing? You kept this cup here since morning and it's been here so dirty. And flies have been hovering. Hey, I've been working. I've been very... No. They know you are working. They know you've been very busy. And they equally know that in their house, no matter how busy they have been, before you went to that house, their cup does not stay like that. That is why they are even able to identify that a dirty cup is there. If that is how they live in their house, they will not even identify it. Sometimes it's not as if you're dirty from your house, but because of the work is overwhelming, you're just starting a new life. Probably in your house, that work you're doing alone, you share it among your siblings and you do it all together before. But I am betting you that that woman, that your mother-in-law, that is correcting you now, have passed through this your stage. A stage of only you, two little babies that cannot even pick cup from one place to another. Every woman passed through that stage. Don't get overwhelmed like you're doing what nobody have done before. That is where we all get it wrong, most of us, especially at the beginning of our marriage. You are doing perfectly well, my sister. You are doing everything a woman should do to live in a house, to live in her husband's house. But this little thing that we feel is nothing amounts and accumulates to very huge problem in families. Are you ready to work on it? Now let's go through how to work on this non-apologetic syndrome. It's a syndrome, yes, it's very common. But the worst aspect of this type of syndrome is that you will not even know you have it until you listen to a talk like this, until you attend seminars, workshop, and so many talk show on marriages or a counseling office. Now, how do you overcome it? You have to first of all establish in your mind, this is my full responsibility. That's the very first step. Know that everything you're doing in that house is what every other woman have passed through, including your own parent, a stage every other woman have passed through. That's the very first step. And you have to make yourself happy while at it. You have to really, really make yourself happy, because it's only when you have established that is your responsibility, it's a must do as a human being that is married with kids and a husband. And that husband having his people that will pop in once in a while. That is the very first step. That's the very first beginning, which is the biggest step among all the steps I'm going to tell you. Now, the number 2 step is that you should establish in your mind that this is ibadah you're doing. Because even picking a cup from the wrong place in your husband's house is rewarded, hugely rewarded by Allah. Only if that intention is there. And you smile and you do it. And you smile while cooking multiple foods. You have cooked and your husband said, I don't love this food. Cook another one. You just smile and stand up with that energy. That energy will come only if you know all of this. Oh, my darling, what else should I do for you? Okay, let me prepare this. You do it. And you make sure you do it with joy. Then the number 3 step is actually apologizing from your heart when things go wrong. Knowing that a woman is always under training throughout her life. Yes. You're under nurturing and culturing. They culture you. You've been cultured from in a good moral from your parents' house. Now it's another culturing. They are going to culture you in your husband's house, because they have entirely different culture, family culture from where you're coming from. Even if you belong to the same ethnic group, speak the same language, live in the same area, every family have that distinct character that makes them a family. You have to learn it. Now, the last and final step. Oh, that I'm not done with apology. Apologizing from your heart and really putting it in your mind that you want to learn and relearn and unlearn some things you were doing before that is not acceptable in this family. You have to unlearn them, then learn their own way of doing things. Is it cooking? Is it maintenance of house? Is it, if theirs is worse than where you're coming from, you will not have problem. But no matter how neat you are, if your maintenance culture is actually worse than where you meet, you have to really, really work your ass out. Sorry to use that word, but you have to work yourself out to adjust so that you can live happily in that family. And always apologize at every step, all through. Yes, it does a lot of magic. You see, primary school children, primary one, nursery, they tell them magic word that I am very sorry. Inshallah, it will not repeat itself. It's a very big magic, especially in husband's home. Are you ready to do that? Then you actually watch it next time for that mistake not to repeat itself. You have to. You are a human being who deserves to be happy. And this is your happiness. This apology thing is your own happiness, not their own. Because if that quarrel you have refused to disallow that quarrel to erupt, you are happy because immediately after you apologize, that issue is gone. Wallahi is gone. And they see you actually trying to adjust it. In fact, next time you're cooking, even if it's cooking, Mama, I have put so thing. How many Maggi am I supposed to put now? Show them that you're actually ready to learn. You don't even know how to cook from your parents home. Mama, I know how to cook for. But everybody's cooking is different from their home. I just want to learn with you people's own so that I can make you people very happy. Wallahi, you have bombed her heart towards loving you. You have just given her, the scientist says laughing gas. You have just given her a loving gas to keep loving you. You have just given your husband a loving gas to keep loving you. Now, alhamdulillah, most times you don't even live with your in-laws anymore. That few period they're coming to spend with you, do be at your best. So that Allah will help your home grow happy. Everybody deserves happiness. My sisters and brothers, you all deserve happiness. You all need to be happy. We all need to be happy. May Allah keep you happy. May Allah keep your home. And may Allah make you the best and best of spouse. And may Allah give you the best and best of children. Fi dunya wa akhirah, that will benefit you, the Muslim, the family, the entire Muslim ummah, fi dunya wa akhirah. Wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.